o'clock 10 minutes, 10:45 completes. Good morning students. Today we will discuss next topic in this session, that is water quality assessment. What is meant by water quality assessment? After completion of sewage treatment, okay, the water should maintain some qualities. EPA, Environmental Pollution Act, maintains some standards. Those standards are followed by the water treatment plants, which are sent out into the water is in bottles. Right now, for example, Bisleri, Cleanly, and some aquatic water garden, so and so is there. Right? That's why the water quality assessment treatment here, the minimum contamination levels of the water and the maximum contamination or where the settlement of the water. Here water is consists of so many minerals and nutrients, right? And here water is also now some odor. The odors, the pH and minerals and some nutrients which are added to the water. Those water is filled with the water bottles, right now. Water bottles preparations and which are useful to drinking purpose, and some water is useful in saline, and some water is useful to mixing with the syringes, medicinal properties. Okay, that's why here the water quality assessment is most important to knowing about the how much of polluted water is entered, how the oxygen levels, how the percentage of the another contaminations are occurs in this method. Okay, let us discuss here. In that the water quality assessment test, there is two important processes there which are included in our lab also. Right now, in that the first one is BOD. BOD means biological oxidation demand, biological oxygen demand, which means where in a living of organisms in the water body. Right now, there is a big water body. The water body consists of water. In the water, so many flora and fauna and some microorganisms is also be there. Okay, here the physical factors, chemical factors, and some biological factors. Okay, abiotic factors and biotic factors are included in a water. That's why water is also be act as an important aquatic ecosystem, right? The biomes. That's why we needed to know or we needed to learn some more important points about this BOD, biological oxygen demand. This biological oxygen demand means where the aquatic organisms which are live in the aquatic water bodies, the oxygen is required which is dissolved in the water. Right now, normally the oxygen is present in our atmospheric conditions, that is 21%. But where in aquatic ponds, it is only 10% of oxygen is available, which is the phytoplanktons and some green algae is released this oxygen. Those oxygen is utilized by the other aquatic organisms, right? It is already we have discussed. Next, BOD means where the organisms, the dissolved oxygen can be utilized by the breakdown of the microbial organisms. Okay, these are also consumptions more and more oxygen. That's why the oxygen levels are slowly decreased in the water body. That's why this phenomenon is causes to mass mortality in the other aquatic organisms which are lived in the water body. Is it clear now? Okay. There is a microbial organisms also present in the water body. These microbial organisms are utilized these high amounts of oxygen which are present in the water, which is useful for the another aquatic organisms. Okay. These microbial organisms are consumption more and more. How when it is occurs, the pollution, the sewage treat water is entered in a high much of percentages into the water. If this is some related to the eutrophication, where the high manures, high nutrients are entered into the water body, these are caused to the eutrophication, which means the algae is grown in more and more number. But here the microbial organisms which are break down the high percentage of oxygen, they can utilize it. That's why the low level of oxygen is percentage in the pond. This is caused to death of the fishes and other aquatic organisms. Right now, that's why how to measure it? The assessments of this BOD and another one is the CBOD. Right? Here, the quality assessments of water test is includes two. One is BOD and another one is COD. BOD means biological oxygen demand, where this is completely dependent upon the organisms, biological. Right? Here, the main principle, the principle of this BOD is the method consists of filling the samples at in a airtight bottles. Here the method, okay ma'am, BOD. Let us discussing the BOD. The method main principle is the water is filled within a airtight containers or the bottles of a specified size ma'am. Here when we are measured in a BOD, we need a specified measure water bottles which are having an airtight caps, like right, and incubating them at a specific temperature. We should collect the specified sized bottles which are having an airtight caps and also they are incubating a specific temperature, right? Specified bottles, specific temperature. There must incubator room also. How many days? 5 days. There is a specific temperature 20 degrees Celsius temperature. Specified bottles up to they have a 300 ml and their size, their model is different. Airtight. Here we complete capping with this, then a cork. Airtight cap bottle. Airtight cap bottles which are containing the size, the specified size bottles. Those are up to 300 ml, specific temperature 20 degrees Celsius, and they are incubated in how much times, ma'am? 5 days of time. Okay, here we also selected 5 water bottles. 5 days, 5 bottles, samples, 5 sample bottles, or any 3. Okay, 5 sample bottles. Yes, exactly 5 sample bottles are we taken. Alright, now this is the method consists of filling the samples in airtight bottles of specified size at 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, at 20 degrees Celsius, a specified 10 Celsius for 5 days. Right, ma'am? How many days? 5 days. And next one here, the differences in the dissolved oxygen. What is our principle? There is a difference between the dissolved oxygen. This dissolved oxygen measured initially. The differences between the difference in the dissolved oxygen. This is the main principle, ma'am. The difference in dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen. The difference in the dissolved oxygen measured initially and after incubation. After incubation. First we measure when you are taking the all 5 types of water bottles and those are completely filled with different water samples. Right, ma'am? Okay, let us discuss now. Okay, this is the first principle. What is we known about this? We should take a specified size bottles and at a specific temperature those are filled with and remaining they are incubated in 5 days. What we learn from that? The difference in the dissolved oxygen, it is measured initials and after the incubations. After the incubation periods, it gives the BOD of the samples. It gives the BOD of samples. BOD of sample. How we measure? What are the chemicals or what are the operators are used in this method? Let us discuss now. These are requirements or the operators which are included in the BOD. This is a special type of bottles. These bottles, 300 ml capacities, or air incubator is needed now. And next, this air incubator after controlled at 20 degrees Celsius, plus or minus 1 degree Celsius. And next operator which is most important, that is oximeter. And next one is the magnetic strier, which is useful to movements, magnetic strier. And here the biological oxygen demand is which type of chemicals we are. What are the chemicals are required to these experiments? To learning about the biological oxygen demand at last, right? Here we taking the samples. The biological oxidation demand is always measured in milligrams per liter. Here we take the 1000 ml of water. This 1000 ml of water, and each 1 ml is adding of the phosphate buffer, magnesium sulfate, next calcium chloride, and ferric chloride sulfate, right now? Ferric chloride solution, ferric chloride solution, calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate, and phosphate buffer. These all are added each bottle, okay, and make up it in 1000 ml waters, right? Let us see. Just draw that. For example, here we taking bottles. Just and draw like this now. Those 5 bottles. This is 1, and here 2, 3, 4. Next one is 5. Okay, 5 bottles. These 5 bottles. Each and every bottle we add this 1 ml phosphate buffer, okay, the phosphate buffer 1 ml, and 1 ml magnesium sulfate, and next 1 ml calcium chloride, and next ferric chloride, okay. All nutrients are added in this bottle, but one bottle is made in as usual blank, right now. This is taking only the tap water. The first one is the blank, and remaining bottles are filled with these nutrients. Okay, nutrients. Right. Here, the operators, BOD bottles of 300 ml capacity, air incubator, and to be controlled at 20 degrees Celsius plus or minus 1 degree Celsius, and oximeter and magnetic strier. And next, what are the reagents? The preparation of a dilution waters to 1000 ml of water and 1 ml of each phosphate buffer, this magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, ferric chloride solutions now. And next one, these are added. These are ferric chloride solution are added before bringing it to 20 degrees Celsius. All types of chemicals are added to this 300, a special type of sized bottle. Okay, now. And next, this water is and aerating it thoroughly. We take a precaution to aerating it thoroughly. And next, about the procedure, right? The sample having, now each bottle having the samples. These samples having a pH of 7. The pH is how much, ma? 7. And is determined for, it is the first day dissolved oxygens, various dilutions at least are prepared to obtain about 50% of 50% of depletions of depots. Dissolved oxygen is using these samples during the water. The samples are incubated at 20 degrees Celsius 5 days, and after later 5 days we are measuring this their calculations, right now. That's why how we are by using of oximeter. Okay, first day we are using the specified bottles, and later we are first day we are taking the values of, one is the blank and another one is the which is mixed in the dirt, those all nutrient samples. Okay, these measurements, and the pH is maintained in a 7, and they are always incubated in the 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, first day we take the values, and later we will take the values of the 5 days incubation time. When the incubation time is over, then we take the values of these bottles, right, by using of a oximeter. Here the oxygen levels are decreases, right now. So here a simple calculation part is there. How to be calculated the values, right? Here the calculation part is BOD is equals to B1 minus D2 minus B1 minus B2, their standard F, and by P. P by here nothing but the where we are taking the either 10 ml, okay, or some measurements is there now, that is 10 ml. Okay, we taking the 10 ml. D1 means here the first day dissolved oxygen of all diluted sample. D1 is equals first day dissolved oxygen sample. Okay, and next where the D2. D1 is equals to first day dissolved oxygen of diluted samples. Diluted sample. Which sample here? Diluted sample. And where the D2? D2 means here the final 5th day. Right ma? 5th day dissolved oxygen of diluted sample. 5th day dissolved oxygen of diluted sample. Where the B1? B1 means here the blank. What we are filled with the bottle only tap water. When we are compared with this, how the blank and how we add this sewage water and adding some nutrients which are entered into the bottle. Okay, here B1 is the blank bottle, blank water bottle solution, right? That is B1 means first day of blank sample, or the blank water bottle sample. Next B2 is equals to 5th day, right ma? 5th day dissolved oxygen of control. 5th day of blank values on the sample, blank sample, right now. And where P is equals to the volumes which are we take every day. Okay, the volumetric fraction sample used now. Simply you mentioned here sample used in values. Used in value, that is simply 10 meters. Right? These are the most important to knowing about the measures. Now what we do next, each and every 5 days, after 5 days, first day we are taking the values of the both. One is blank and another one is the which are containing these nutrients waters. D1 bottle. Okay, that's why here D1 minus D2. First day and 5th day of the variation. And where the B1 minus B2, here the blank. Here we are comparison of the D1 with the B1, and where the comparison between the D2 and this B2. So this is comparison, right ma? This is the first day. First initiation, not complete first day, where we are starting the day, initiation, and where we are completing the incubation with using of oximeter. We are knowing about the values of the BOD. With using of oximeter, right now we are knowing about the volumetric results, and the especially magnetic stirrer which is useful to knowing about this calculation parts. Right, ma'am? And next another one is COD. What did you learn about the BOD? The microbial organisms which are used or which are highly consumption of oxygen, dissolved oxygen. This dissolved oxygen is decreases to the water ponds. This leads where the remaining organisms lives in the water body. They can't tolerate the less amounts of the dissolved oxygen in the pond or in the water body. Is it clear? The next we will discuss about the COD, chemical oxygen demand. The quality, water quality assessments, we are includes both BOD is the first one and another one is here COD. BOD means biological oxygen demand, where the COD means chemical oxygen demand. Right? These are most important to learning about in an exam point of view or in practical point of view. Right? BOD and COD. So COD means chemical oxidation demand. Oxygen demand, not oxidation, sorry, oxygen demand. Now, what is the chemical oxidation demand? For example, there is a sewage treatment is occurs. Here, the chemical organic substances are dissolved in the water. These are related to the chemicals. That's why to reducing the chemical substances in the water, how much is percentage of the solid organic or inorganic substances is there? Okay, to knowing about this, we do this type of experiment. The chemical oxygen demand is the measure of oxygen equivalence to the organic content. The first one BOD is what is the dissolved oxygen percentage in the water body, which is useful by the aquatic organism. That's why that is related to biological. But here the chemical, how much percentage of the chemical content is present in the water samples, we know about this, the sewage water. How much percentage of the sewage water? Here blank is nothing but tap water. Other the samples are nothing but here the sewage water. Right? Strong chemical oxidant demand. In the intrinsic limitations of the test tells in its ability to differentiate between the biological oxidation and the method. It is measured by the open reflex method. The simple principle of this chemical oxygen demand is the organic matter in the sample get oxidized completely by strong oxidizing agents. Strong oxidizing agents which are used in the COD test. These are maintain the process, such as potassium dichromate. Which one we are used in this experiment? That is potassium dichromate in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Let us write the chemicals which are most important in the COD. Right now, the important chemicals which are used in the COD. This is the first one is potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7, and the next concentration sulfuric acid, sulfuric acid, which means H2SO4, H2SO4. A concentrated sulfuric acid, potassium dichromate, and another one to produce carbon dioxide. These both are used to producing the carbon dioxide. And these carbon dioxide when dissolved in the water and it gets some carbonic acids and bicarbonates formations. Right? The excess potassium dichromate remaining after the reaction is titrated with ferrous ammonium sulfate, FAS, ferrous ammonium sulfate. Right? potassium dichromate is titrate with the ferrous ammonium sulfate. That's why this ferrous ammonium sulfate is taken in our burettes. Right? This is always taken in our burette now. And next one, that the ferrous ammonium sulfate using ferrite indicator, ion indicator, or simply the indicator name is also, we are just simply remember that is phenolphthalein indicator also be used to the when we go to the titration, we add the ferric ion indicator to the sample and the sample. When we are titration with this line, okay, up to the get color changes. When the color will be changes, we are identified and take the values, and next we calculation part, and next we are give a good answer to this. What is the chemical substances which are involved in the water samples, sewage water samples, right now? That is the using ferrite indicator to determine the COD. Using ferrous ion to determine the COD. Here what is what ma? The chemical oxygen demand is the organic matter in the samples gets oxidized completely. Organic matter is present in the water, right? It is, this matter is gets oxidized completely by strong oxidizing reagents or factors. Those are the variables are here: potassium dichromate, concentration H2SO4. These are both are reacted to releasing the CO2s. And next we are checking the ferrous ammonium sulfate in the burettes, which are titrated with these solutions, right now. And this solution, when we are titrated, we added the ferrion indicator to the conical flask and titrate with the ferrous ammonium sulfate. Automatically, the action is occurs. Finally, we get the color changes. What type of color we find out? Red or the wine red or wine brown colors are find out. Then stops the titration and takes the values and do the calculation. At last we get the chemical oxygen demand. And what is the main aim of the chemical oxygen demand means now? Here the sewage water is there. In that water, how much of chemicals are contained? Right? The chemical or organic matter, organic chemicals percentage man తెలుసుకుంటాం. Okay, especially the industrial effluents which are entered into the water bodies, their sewage water, the sewage water which comes from the industrial areas, this is strictly ruled by the EPA, Environment Pollution Act. Under Environment Pollution Act, EPA, Environment Pollution Act. Right. What are the reagents? What are the operators? Here also the operators are required. Let us be drawn right in here. This is theoretical and practical. Okay. BOD and COD. There is the simplest principle now. The most important principle, that is the organic matter can oxidize, right, by using of these potassium dichromate and the concentrations H2SO4, a special concentrated oxidizing factors, right. Here the operators are required. Here reflux operators, and next one is here reflux operators, Nessler's tube, and where that another one, then after Nessler's tube, after elementary flasks, hot plate, right now, and another one is These are the operator and log glass phase. Right, these are the operators. And where the chemicals, the important chemicals, those chemicals are here required. The standard potassium dichromate solution, standard potassium dichromate solution 0. Right now 0.250 m, and this is potassium dichromate dried at 0.103 degrees Celsius, and it dilutes for about 2 hours, is dissolved in distilled water and made up to 1000 ml. Okay, we take measuring and this potassium dichromate, and this dichromate is taken in requirements, and it is dissolved in a distilled water and making it up to 1000 ml. Right, and next important chemical, that is a standard ferrous ammonium sulfate. Standard, here also standard ferrous ammonium sulfate. Okay, this ferrous ammonium sulfate is taken into the butyls. This is the 98 grams of ferrous ammonium sulfate is dissolved in minimum distilled water, to which the 20 ml of concentrations of sulfuric acid is added. Here the sulfuric acid is added. The next one, another chemical is added to this ferrite indicator. Ferrite indicator. This ferrite indicator is also one of the most important one. And next one, a concentrated sulfuric acid, silver sulfate, concentrated sulfuric acid, and next silver. What one? Silver sulfate. And next one here, mercuric sulfate. Mercuric sulfate. These all are most important chemicals which are used in the COD. Finally, we all are adding this each and every one bottle, and next we will measure with the name simple calculation part. The calculation part of, like we will do this COD. Okay, here the simple calculation part is there now, that is a blank reading, that is blank reading minus sample reading, okay, blank reading minus sample reading, here N and F, these both are standard, okay, by N and F both are standard by a sample taken in milliliters, sample taken in N. Right now, here this is the most important one, the COD. A last we are going to calculate of S is equals to 10,000, right? 10,000 by titrating value of blank. Value of blank. Okay, what is the procedure to do or to knowing about? Final the result is milligram per liter. Milligram per liter. What is the procedure here? Okay, we take the all bottles 10 ml of samples to adding of these chemicals, and we heat the hot plate. By the hot plate is heating in this glassware. Okay, how much time? 90, 1.5 hour, 90 minutes. This means 1.5 hour time will taken to hot, and later we will take the sample into the glass and adding some this ferrite indicator, and we titrate with the ferrous ammonium sulfate. Okay, at last the color will be changes. How much the color will changes to stop the action? Wine red or brown. Wine brown colors are entered. Then only we stop and do the take the values and calculate the COD. This is the most important in BOD and CODs, biological oxygen demand and chemical oxygen demand. These both are useful to our theory and practical examinations. Thank you, students.